Hello and welcome, friends. Today is not just another video to make you feel good for a minute. This is your wake-up call. It's not just about dreams. It's about what really turns those dreams into real life. The answer is simple: consistency. That means doing something again and again, even when you don't feel like it. I want to tell you from my heart, being talented is not enough. I've seen many smart people doing nothing because they are not consistent. And I've also seen regular people, even people with fewer skills, doing amazing things. Why? Because they show up every day. They work on one thing again and again. You don't have to be rich or perfect. Just be consistent. If you want to change your life, you don't need to be the best. You don't need a perfect past or perfect English. What you really need is this: choose one thing and work on it every day. That's how real change happens. In this chapter, I will explain everything about consistency. I'll give you examples from real life. I'll use simple English so you can understand clearly. If you want to grow and stop giving up, read till the end. This is not fake motivation. I won't just say nice words to make you smile. I want to speak the truth. Because only the truth can really change you. If you feel tired or stuck, this is for you. Let's begin. Before we go further, remember this: on this channel, you don't just learn English. You learn how to live better. You learn how to grow every day. So come with me and let's start this journey together. Now, what is consistency? It means doing something over and over again, even on the hard days. When you are tired, scared, sad, or when no one is clapping for you, you still show up. That is true strength. You don't need to do something big once and never again. Do something small every day. That is what makes the difference. Being perfect is not the goal. Being present is. Just show up again and again. Let me give you a simple example. If you want to speak English well, can you learn in one day? Number. But if you speak 5 sentences daily, watch one short video, and read one paragraph every day, you'll get better. In 6 months, your thinking will change. You will start thinking in English. In 1 year, your speaking will be strong. That's the power of small daily steps. That's consistency. It is slow, but strong. Here's another example. You want to be fit. You go to the gym for 3 hours one day, but then you don't go again for 2 months. Will you become fit? Of course not. One big day won't change anything. But if you walk for 30 minutes daily, do a few push-ups, and eat a little better, things start to change. In 3 months, you'll feel better. In 6 months, others will see the change. In 1 year, you'll be transformed. The problem is, many people want fast results. They try big things once, and then they stop. But winners are different. They do small things every day. They do it with care, love, and discipline. That's what brings real results. Consistency is not some kind of magic. But the results feel magical. Slowly, things get better. You don't even notice at first. But after some time, you look back and see how far you have come. That is the reward. Now, why do many people fail? It's not because they are not smart. It's not because they are not good enough. Many fail because they don't stay consistent. They don't have discipline. They stop when things get hard. Let me tell you the truth. Winners are not special. They are just consistent. I know people who started with nothing, no money, no help, no support. They had no confidence, no followers, and no perfect plan. But they chose one thing, and every day they showed up. They worked on that one thing even when it was boring, even when it was hard. And slowly, things changed. Their life started to improve, not in one day, but day by day. You can do the same. You don't need the perfect start. You just need to keep going. If you fall, get up and start again. If you're slow, that's okay. But don't stop. That is what matters the most. So today, I want you to make a promise to yourself. Choose one goal. Start small and just keep going every day. You may not see change in 1 week, but trust me, if you keep going, you will see it. Consistency is your superpower. Use it to build your future. Use it to change your life. You don't need to wait for the right time. The right time is now. The real question is, will you show up tomorrow too? Now, those people who stayed consistent are building businesses. They are inspiring others and living the life they once dreamed of. They didn't become successful because they were lucky. They became successful because they never gave up and kept going. Let me tell you a powerful story. Have you heard of the bamboo tree? When you plant a bamboo seed, nothing happens for 5 years. You water it daily. You give it sunlight. Still, there is no sign of growth. Then suddenly, in the 5th year, it grows 80 feet tall in just 6 weeks. So you might ask, did it grow in 6 weeks or in 5 years? The truth is, it was growing underground the whole time. Even when you saw nothing, its roots were getting strong and deep. This is how life works too. In the beginning, you may see no change, but that does not mean you are not growing. You must keep going every day. If you stop, you hurt your own future. If you continue, your moment will come, and when it comes, it will feel like you rose overnight. But it was never overnight. It was the result of quiet, daily effort. So never believe that slow growth is no growth. Small steps each day will take you far. You may not see it now, but you will see it later. Be patient. Be consistent. That is how great things are built. Let's talk about something very important: self-respect. When you stay consistent, you don't just build skills. You also build a better version of yourself. Every time you say, "I'll do it," and you do it, you trust yourself more. But when you say something and don't do it, you lose a little bit of respect for yourself. Slowly, your mind starts saying, "I can't do anything. I'm lazy. I never change." And that is a dangerous place to be. The good news is you can build that trust again. Just pick one small habit and be consistent. It could be reading 1 page a day, learning 3 new words, or waking up 10 minutes earlier. Stick to it daily. Soon your mind will say, "I'm not lazy. I take action. I show up." That feeling will change your life. You will walk with more confidence. You will feel stronger inside. That is how consistency helps you respect yourself. Dreams are beautiful, but dreams without action stay dreams forever. Everyone dreams of success. They want to be rich, healthy, fluent, confident, but not everyone is ready to do the daily work. And that daily work is called consistency. Consistency is the bridge between dreaming and doing. If you walk this bridge every day, your dreams will turn into real plans. Your plans will become your life. But if you don't walk this bridge, your dreams stay only in your head. Let me tell you about J.K. Rowling, the author of Harry Potter. She was very poor. She was a single mother. She felt sad and had no help. Her book was rejected by 12 publishers, but she kept writing every day. She wrote when no one believed in her. She wrote when she was tired. And finally, one publisher said yes. Today, she is one of the most successful writers in the world. What if she had stopped writing after the first no? Then the world would never have known Harry Potter. That is the power of consistency. It brings your hidden magic into the world. You have something special too, but no one will see it unless you show up every day. So ask yourself, are you going to quit again? Or will you show up every single day until your dream becomes your life? You don't need to be perfect. You only need to be present and take action daily. Here's another truth. Motivation will fail you, but consistency will save you. Motivation is like a visitor. It comes and goes. Some days you feel ready to work. Some days you feel tired, sad, or lazy. That's normal. Everyone feels that way. On good days, you may wake up early, do your work, and feel great. But what happens on the bad days? When it's raining, when you're tired, when problems come, suddenly the motivation is gone. And that's when most people stop. They think, I don't feel like doing it, so I'll skip today. And then they skip again. But winners don't wait for motivation. They show up even when they don't feel like it. That is the difference between quitting and winning. Let me give you a story you won't forget. Imagine a mother with a new baby. The baby wakes up at 2 a.m. The mother is very tired, but she gets up. She feeds the baby. She sings softly and holds it. She hasn't slept in days. But does she say, I'm not in the mood today? Number. She still does what she must do, not because she's motivated, but because she loves the baby. She takes action with love and purpose. That is what real consistency looks like. You don't always feel like doing the hard work. But if your reason is strong, you do it anyway. Love, duty, and goals are stronger than mood. Mood comes and goes, but action creates change. If you treat your dream like that baby, with care, with love, with daily attention, you will stop waiting for perfect feelings. You will just do the work. You will take one step, then another, and slowly you will reach your dream. Consistency means doing the right thing even when you don't feel like it. Winners don't depend on how they feel. They depend on habits, on discipline, on daily action. That is the secret. It's not magic. It's simple, quiet effort every day. Doing a small thing every day can lead to big results. Many people think they must do everything in one day. They try to study for 10 hours or lose 10 kilos quickly, but when they fail, they give up. Most people want fast change. They want to learn quickly, grow quickly, succeed quickly. But success is not something that comes in one day. Success grows slowly, like a plant. You must water it every day with small actions and patience. Let me tell you a simple but powerful story. A man wanted to write a book, but he was always busy. So he said, I'll write just one sentence every day. One sentence, that's all. Nothing big or difficult. Some days he wrote more than one sentence. Some days he wrote only one. But he never missed a day. He stayed true to his goal. After 1 year, he had a full book, only because he kept going every day. His success didn't come from writing many pages in one day. It came from writing one line daily without stopping. That's the power of small steps. Even a small drop of water, if it falls every day, can break a hard stone. You don't need to do everything today. You don't need to be perfect or fast. You just need to do something small each day. Keep going. One day, you'll look back and see that you've built something big and meaningful. Big dreams are not made with one big action. They are made with many small steps. Quiet work done every day builds your future. You don't need to be loud. You need to be consistent. That's how real change begins. Now let's talk about struggle. Struggles are not here to stop you. They are here to make you stronger. but they can only help you if you keep going through them. If you run away, they just become pain with no gain. Let's say you go to the gym for the first time. Your body hurts. You feel weak. You think about quitting. But if you go again and again, the pain turns into strength. Your weak muscles become strong. That's how growth works. Now take that same idea and use it in other parts of life. When you start learning something new, it feels hard. You may make mistakes. People may laugh. But if you stay consistent, those mistakes will become your power. Let me tell you about a boy who couldn't speak clearly. He stammered every time he tried to talk. People laughed at him. Even his teacher told him to stop trying. But he didn't listen. He chose to keep going. He practiced in front of the mirror every day. He read books out loud. He recorded his voice and tried again. He even joined speaking clubs, though people laughed at him. He didn't quit. He got better, one day at a time. That boy is now one of the greatest speakers in the world. His name is Eric Thomas. He changed his life with hard work and consistency. He didn't stop when it was painful. That pain made him stronger. That's what real success looks like. Remember this always, pain is temporary. But if you quit, that pain becomes permanent. Stay strong and keep going. Your biggest weakness can become your biggest strength if you just stay consistent and never give up. Let's talk about time. Time is the most valuable thing you have. But if you don't use it well, it will be wasted. You must respect time. And the best way to do that is to be consistent with it. Think about how much time we waste. We spend hours on our phones watching things that don't help us. We scroll, complain, worry, and do nothing. That time is lost forever. But what if you use just 1 hour a day wisely? Imagine using 1 hour each day to read, to learn something, to build a skill, or to take care of your health. In 1 month, you would feel sharper. In 6 months, people would notice. In 1 year, you'd be a new person. People often say, "I don't have time." But that's not true. We all have the same 24 hours. The real difference is how we use them. People who win in life use their time wisely. They don't waste it. They plan and act. Let me give you a life-changing story. There was a man who worked at a petrol station. He had a dream to pass the UPSC exam and become an officer. But he worked 12 hours a day and had no money or help. Still, he didn't quit. After work, he studied for 2 hours every night. Every morning before work, he studied for 30 minutes. He did this every single day, even when he was tired, even when people said it was impossible. His friends laughed at him. His family didn't believe in him, but he kept going. After 3 years of daily hard work, he passed the exam. He became an officer. His journey shows what can happen when you stay consistent with your time. He didn't have extra time. He created time by using it wisely. That's what makes the difference. Use your time to build, not to waste. Be consistent with it, and time will reward you with a better life. Ask yourself this: how are you using your time today? The problem is not time itself. Everyone has time. The real problem is how you use it. Are you using it with care? Are you using it with consistency? Let's talk about something most people don't understand. Many people wait for good chances to come. But good chances don't come to those who only wish for them. They come to those who are ready. And to be ready, be consistent. Let me tell you a powerful story. There was a young artist. He loved to draw. He decided to post one new drawing online every single day. He did this for 3 years. At first, no one noticed his work. He had no fans, no likes, and no shares. But he didn't stop. Every day he posted one new piece. He didn't look for quick success. He just kept doing the work because he loved it and believed in it. One day, after 3 years, a big company saw his drawings. They liked them so much, they gave him a project. That one job changed his life. He became rich. His name became known all over the world. People thought he was lucky or special, but it wasn't luck. It wasn't even pure talent. It was his daily effort. He showed up every day when no one was clapping. And in the end, the world saw his work. That's how it works. You don't need to chase opportunities. If you work with heart every day, the right people and chances will come to you. Consistency makes you a magnet for success. Your job is to keep showing up. You cannot always control the result, but you can control your actions. Just do the work. Let time and effort do the rest. Small daily steps can take you to big places if you stay patient and strong. Let's face a hard truth now. The world respects only one thing: your daily actions, not your wishes, not your dreams. People everywhere say, "I want to be rich," or "I want to make my parents proud." But saying is not enough. You can cry about your dream. You can pray. You can talk for hours. But none of that matters unless you take action. The world doesn't care how badly you want something. It cares about what you do every day. The world sees the person who wakes up early and works. It does not respect the person who talks big but does nothing. People admire action, not words. Your daily work shows if you really want something or not. Let me share a real story. There was a boy who wanted to be an athlete. He didn't have money for shoes, so he ran barefoot on a dusty road. He didn't have good food, so he ate dry bread. He had no support. His father told him to stop wasting time. But still, every morning at 4 a.m., the boy woke up and ran. He ran until his legs hurt, until he felt like he couldn't breathe anymore. He ran every single day, even when it rained, even when it was painful. After 3 years, he won a national gold medal. Not because he was born with talent, not because he was lucky, but because he never stopped running. People clapped for him when he won, but they didn't see the pain he went through. They didn't see the cuts on his feet. They only saw the result. That's the truth of life. You are rewarded for your actions. Every day, ask yourself this question: what did I do today to prove I really want this dream? If the answer is nothing, then you need to start taking your dream seriously. Words won't bring change. Daily action will. Some people are born with talent. They can run fast, sing well, or speak clearly. We often look at them and say, they were born for this. But talent without hard work is just a waste. It means nothing without effort. And sometimes, effort without talent can do more. Let me tell you a true story. There was a girl in a small village. She didn't know English. When she tried to speak, people laughed at her. She couldn't say even good morning properly. Her words were not clear. She had no confidence, but she had fire in her heart. She wanted to learn. Every morning she read one page out loud. Every evening she learned one new word. She practiced and corrected herself daily. She didn't stop when people laughed. She didn't stop when it was hard. She didn't wait for someone to help her. She helped herself. Her progress was slow, but she kept going. She never gave up, and that made all the difference. Over time, her English became better. Her confidence grew. She started speaking in front of others, and one day she stood on a big stage and gave a full speech in English. People clapped. They cried. They were shocked by her journey. That girl now teaches English to thousands of students. She changed her life, not because she was born smart, not because she had money. She changed her life with one simple thing: daily, honest effort. That is the power of consistency. So don't wait to feel ready. Don't wait to be perfect. Start today with one small step and take that step again tomorrow. Then again the next day. One day you'll look back and see how far you've come. She was not rich. No one helped her. People laughed when she tried. But she was consistent. After 4 years, she stood on a big TEDx stage. She spoke English clearly and told her story. People clapped. Some even cried. That same girl now teaches English to thousands of students across India. She changed her life. How? Not with talent, but with daily effort. Talent may help you start fast, but consistency takes you to the finish line every time. The world has many people with great talent, but many of them fail because they don't work daily. On the other hand, a person with no talent but daily discipline can achieve big things. No one can stop someone who keeps going. Many people want to become famous or special. They want others to notice them. But instead of waiting for luck or chasing talent, they should work daily. Sharpen your skills every day. That is the real way to become unforgettable. Now let's talk about time. You cannot cheat time. Time always tells the truth. At first, you can pretend. You can act like you are working. You can post online and make it look like you are busy. You can even lie to your parents or yourself. But time will show what's real. Time has one rule. It helps those who show up every day, and it exposes those who only pretend. The truth always comes out in the end. Let me give you a story. One man wanted to start a YouTube channel. He made 3 videos. Each video got only 10 views. He got sad and stopped. Another man also started a channel, but he made 1 video every day. His videos were not perfect. The lighting was bad. The sound was poor. Nobody watched in the beginning. For 6 months, he had no views. But he didn't stop. He stayed consistent and showed up every single day for 1 year. Today, that second man has over 5 million subscribers. The first man is still stuck. What made the difference? Not talent, not luck, just consistency. The second man didn't care about fast results. He focused on showing up and doing the work. This is the truth. Time sees your daily effort. Even when no one is clapping for you, time is watching. It is testing you. If you pass the test by being consistent, then time will reward you with success. So don't ask yourself, will I succeed? Instead ask, will I still show up when no one is watching? That is the real question. That is the moment when your future is being decided. Keep going. Don't stop. Let's now talk about something very deep. Many people say, my family was always poor, or no one in my family speaks English, or we always fail. They feel trapped by their past. But here's the truth. You can break that cycle. You are not responsible for the pain your family gave you, but you are responsible for not passing it to the next generation. You can stop the pain. You can change your family story, but not by crying or complaining. Change comes only through daily hard work. Let me tell you about a boy who lived in a slum. His father was an alcoholic. His mother worked as a maid. They lived in a small room with no lights or comforts. Everyone said the boy would end up just like his father, but he wanted a better life. Every night, when others slept, he studied under a streetlight. Even with an empty stomach, he read books and stayed focused on his dream. He walked 5 kilometers every day to a free coaching center. He never missed a day. He walked in the rain. He studied when he was sick. He did this for years, quietly and without complaining. His effort was strong. Today, that same boy is an IAS officer. He changed not just his life, but his family's future. His children will live a better life because he chose to fight back with consistency. He did not accept a bad future. He didn't break the chain of poverty by luck. He broke it with daily, silent, and serious work. That is the power of consistency. It is your way of telling life. The pain ends with me, and success starts here. Finally, let's talk about something that stops many people: emotions. If you don't build strong habits, your feelings will always control you. And feelings are not always honest. They can lie to you and stop you from doing what you need to do. Your mind says, "You're tired. Skip today." Or, "You're sad. Take a break." Or even, "Just rest one day. It won't matter." But that one day becomes 1 week. That 1 week becomes 1 month. And then you're back at the beginning. You look at yourself and say, "I used to be so consistent. What happened?" What happened was emotion. It fooled you. It told you to wait, to rest, to give up. And if you keep listening to it, you never grow. There is only one way to beat this emotional trap. You must build habits so strong that they work even when you don't feel like it. Let your actions be bigger than your mood. Let your discipline speak louder than your feelings. That is how you win. That is how you grow. Build a habit so powerful that you can do it without thinking. Make it part of your life, like brushing your teeth or drinking water. Keep it simple and never stop. Let me explain with a real example. A woman wanted to become healthy. She started waking up at 6 a.m., going for walks, drinking water, and eating better food. But one day she felt low and said, "Let me skip today." That one day of rest turned into many days. Laziness came. She started eating too much sugar again. Then came guilt. Within 2 weeks, she stopped everything and felt like a failure. She had lost all her progress and felt bad again. So she decided to start again, but this time in a smarter way. She didn't wait to feel motivated. She put her walking shoes near her bed. She laid out her workout clothes the night before to make things easy. She made a small rule for herself. Even if I feel tired, I will walk for 2 minutes. She trained her mind to act without thinking too much. Slowly, this habit changed everything for her and helped her stay on track. She didn't wait for the perfect feeling anymore. She just did it. Today, that same woman runs marathons and teaches others how to stay fit. Her body changed, her thinking changed, and her whole life changed, all because she built strong habits. If you only take action when you feel good, you won't go far. But if you stay consistent, your feelings will follow your actions. That's how strong habits are born. They carry you even on the days you feel weak. Now, let's talk about a hard truth. Every lazy moment comes with a cost. Every time you choose comfort over action, you are making a silent trade. You are giving up your future for a few minutes of feeling good now. 5 more minutes in bed, endless scrolling on your phone, or skipping your plan today. All of these seem small, but these small choices are stealing your dreams. And the worst part? You don't even notice it until it's too late. Life doesn't fall apart in one day. It falls apart slowly. Your body gets weak. Your mind gets tired. Your confidence becomes low. You don't even realize it because it happens quietly and over time. That's what makes it dangerous. Let me give you a painful story. There was a man who wanted to start a business. Every day he said, "Not today. I'm not ready yet. Maybe next month." He kept saying that for many years, but never started. Then one day, he met his old friend. That friend had started a business with no money and no help. But he had taken action and kept going. Now, that friend was a millionaire. The man was shocked and sad. He finally understood something deep. Success was never stolen from him. He gave it away with every lazy day, every late decision, and every excuse. He lost his dream not because he failed, but because he never really began. The question is not, is your dream possible? The real question is, are you willing to work for it? Whether you do something or not, you are still paying a price. You pay with time, energy, or missed chances. So stop and ask yourself right now, is what I'm doing today helping my future? If the answer is no, then it's time to change. Don't trade your dreams for comfort. Don't give away your future for lazy moments. Here's another truth that hits hard. No one is coming to save you. We grow up thinking someone will help us, a rich friend, a kind mentor, or maybe a miracle. But in real life, everyone is busy saving themselves. The world is not a soft place. Everyone has problems. People are fighting their own battles. They don't always have time to help you, and honestly, they shouldn't. Because the day you stop waiting, you become truly powerful. Let me share a story. There was a girl in a bad relationship. She was sad and tired. She waited for someone to help her, but no one came. One night, after crying again, she looked in the mirror and said, "I will save myself." She left with no money, no house, and no help. But she was free. She worked in a small bakery, then learned online skills. Later, she opened her own store. Today, she runs a brand worth 10 crores. When someone asked her how she did it, she said, "I stopped waiting. I started building." That is the truth. You are not weak. You are not broken. You are just waiting too long. Stop waiting. Stand up. Save yourself. The rescue team you are waiting for is you. Your mission is your own. No one else can live your life or chase your dream. Once you understand this, you will stop feeling sorry and start feeling powerful. Now, let's talk about pain. No one likes pain, but avoiding it will hurt you more. Growth is painful. Waking up early is painful. Studying is hard. Sacrifice is not easy. But there is something worse than all of this. It's regret. Regret comes later. It stays longer. Imagine waking up 10 years later and realizing you became nothing. Why? Because you avoided all the small pains. You wanted comfort, and now you feel stuck and lost. You didn't want to wake up early, so now you don't have a job. You didn't want to study, so now you have no career. You didn't want to hear no, so now you're afraid to try anything at all. There was a boy who hated studying. He wanted to have fun, go to parties, and enjoy life. He said, "Life is short, so let me just chill." But years passed. Now he is grown and full of regret. His parents are old. He has no money, no career, and no respect. All the fun he had is gone. Now he wants a better life, but it feels too late. That pain of regret is heavier than any hard work. So remember this, pain will come anyway. You can feel pain now from effort, or you can feel pain later from regret. But you cannot escape it. So choose the pain that leads to a better life. One day, he saw a man standing on stage. It was his old school friend. That man was now building companies, traveling the world, and taking care of his parents. He listened, and then he quietly began to cry. He did not cry because the other man was lucky. He cried because he had the same chance. He had the same dream. But he avoided the hard work. He avoided the pain. And now he was full of regret. Pain is a part of life. You can choose it today through hard work, or you can face it tomorrow through regret. But either way, you will feel pain. So choose the pain that gives you something better in return. Now think about this. Every second you waste is a second someone else is using. You might think you have time, but the truth is, time is not your friend. Time is moving fast, and it will not wait for you. While you are scrolling on your phone or doing nothing, someone else is using their time to grow. They are learning, practicing, and improving. They are not waiting. They are moving forward, one small step at a time. There was a young man who wanted to become a filmmaker, but instead of working, he spent his time watching videos. Across the city, another young man with the same dream was making one short film every week. He had no money, no good camera, no help, just a dream and passion. But he kept going. In 2 years, that second man got a job in Hollywood. The first one was still only dreaming and doing nothing. He thought time was his friend. But he was wrong. Time only works if you do. It becomes your weapon only when you use it wisely. If you waste it, someone else will take the chance that could have been yours. Right now there is a kid in a slum waking up at 5 a.m. He runs barefoot. He practices English. He reads books. He doesn't have a phone or comfort. He doesn't even have shoes. But he is focused and serious. And while you waste time, that kid is using every second to grow. Time is preparing him to take the place that could have been yours. Time never stops. It's either helping you rise or helping someone else pass you. So now is your choice. Rise up or watch someone else take the life you wanted. You cannot wait and win. The race has already started. If you want a better life, you must move now and use your time wisely. If you want a new life, you cannot stay the same. This truth will wake you up. You cannot keep the same habits, same thoughts, same people, and same routines and expect your life to change. It doesn't work that way. There was a man who wanted success, but he woke up late, partied on weekends, spent hours online, and stayed around people who only talked and gossiped. Then he asked, "Why is my life not better?" The answer was clear. He had not changed anything. So nothing changed. On the other hand, a woman made a different choice. She cut out all the things that wasted her time: TV, junk food, negative people, late nights. She created a new version of herself. She started reading books, eating better, and learning new skills. She worked daily. She built discipline. Within 1 year, she had a new job, a new body, a new mind, a new group of friends, and a brand new life. She changed because she understood one thing: you cannot bring your old self into a better future. If you want a version 2.0 life, you must become the 2.0 version of yourself. New life needs a new you. Let's talk about something final and deep. One day, you will die. And when you do, people will not talk about your dreams. They will not talk about your plans. They will talk about only one thing: what you did. There was a man who always said, "I'm going to write a book." He had great ideas, but he never wrote it. When he died, his friend said he had potential, but he never used it. His dream died with him. But there was also a woman who had a dream. She wanted to teach girls in poor villages. She didn't wait for help. She didn't wait for money. She started with one girl, one book, one small step. When she died, thousands of girls cried for her. She had changed their lives. They built a school in her name. She didn't just dream her life. She lived her dream every single day. That is what real success looks like. Now ask yourself something serious. If you died tomorrow, what would people say about you? Would they say, "He talked big but did nothing"? Or would they say, "He changed lives because he showed up every day"? This is not practice. This is not a test. This is your one and only life. You don't need to be the smartest. You don't need to be the best. You just need to keep showing up every single day. One small step a day can build the life you dream about. Consistency is not hard. It only needs heart. So stop waiting. Start today. Take one step and then another. Your future is watching you. Make it proud.